In March 2018, I went on a trip to Boston, Massachusetts, home of some of the most significant historical landmarks as well as prestigious universities in US. But more importantly, it is where my cousin is currently going to school. So of course I want to visit.
Officially in Boston. I've landed, just arrived to Logan Airport and I'm waiting on my cousin and she's gonna pick me up. It's been a year since I last saw her, so this is very, very exciting. I can't wait.
Hi! How are you?
Unsurprisingly, our first stop in Boston was a famous local coffee shop called Thinking Cup. Now this is probably just me, but I wasn't that impressed by my latte, as you can probably tell.
I arrived to my hotel room and it belongs to a beautiful hotel situated in a beautiful street, very center location. I mean the bed seems really comfortable.
After having checked into my hotel, I went back out to explore the streets of Boston. I decided to make a pit stop at Trader Joe, a grocery store chain only available in the US.
Gone back from Trader Joe's and obviously I've done some damage. That place was like a snack heaven. Everything just looked so delicious and I just wanted to buy everything. I just wanted to try everything. This is the hotel where I'm staying, Boston Park Plaza. Take the metro or the T as they call it in here to get to my friend's Airbnb and we're gonna have a dinner together over there. Good morning everyone, welcome back to Boston, day 2. The plan for today is to explore downtown. We're now at Boston Common. According to what I've just eavesdropped, this is apparently the oldest public park in America. I'm still looking for that Freedom Trail, which supposedly would lead me to a bunch of historical landmarks of Boston.
I finally found the trail. It was a touristy thing to do, but totally worth it in my opinion. It only took about an hour and a half to 2 hours, and the trail leads you to around 30 buildings in downtown Boston, and you got to see what is quintessential of Boston, like the State House or the Old City Hall, Quincy Market, and my personal favorite, the North End neighborhood.
I'm walking back to my hotel through Commonwealth Drive, and boy, is it beautiful. All these resident buildings, because I cannot imagine how much would it cost to live here.
One of the perks of this trip is that we got a friend who practically drove us all around town, and thanks to him we got to visit Rockport, a small town about an hour of driving from Boston. The view from here was just dreamy. It made you feel like you were in a film. I love this footage, not because the sight was stunning, even though it was, but it reminds me of how this trip has opportunity to meet some new friends who are genuinely nice people. And to think that these people who scatter all around the map collided here in Boston. Am I getting too deep? Okay, let's get back to the vlog.
Hello and welcome to another day in Boston City. I feel like the theme of my travel should be a series of very long walks, because today we're taking another walk, this time along the iconic Charles River. There's a strip of park that runs alongside of Charles River called Charles River Esplanade, which is perfect for a morning walk. Snowing, it's legit snowing. I think I need to change my plan. Esplanade cannot happen today.
So what you gonna do on a snowy day? Heading over to a cozy little coffee shop to have some brunch with your gang, of course. We are now at Boston Public Library. It comprises of two buildings, the old and the new. And as you make the transition from the old to the new building, you'll experience a transition of architecture from the classic 19th century architecture to the modern age one. In the afternoon, we were finally able to walk along Charles River. Boston, it's obviously beautiful. The only thing that I regret is that I wish I were able to hear some infamous Boston accent, as I didn't encounter any during my trip. Maybe next time.
Anh sáng đẹp phải. Thật đấy, em yêu. So today I have an interview with Giang.
Hi guys, this is our last day in Boston. We're chilling at our hotel lounge, ready to leave for New York. So sad to be leaving. Quite sad to be leaving here because I really enjoy my time here in Boston and I really love the city. I think it's just a beautiful city, but at the same time excited for New York.
Woohoo! So what is your favorite spot in Boston?
My favorite spot is probably the public library. I really enjoy just browsing around the streets in Boston and looking at all the buildings and the architecture thing Boston has, like an ample amount of them. But my favorite, probably my personal favorite, it's just such a beautiful building. I'm not an artsy person, but still I'm very, very much impressed by it.
Okay, how about the food here?
I think that Boston's food game wasn't necessarily strong. I'm not trying to offend anybody here, but the coffee was not like as good as in Vancouver. But my favorite meal was the home cooked one that we had at our Airbnb, prepared by my cousin and her friends. It was such an amazing night, very, very meaningful experience. I was really touched by it. Just saying, because she's here, so I have to kiss some ass. Anything else I want to share? I love this lounge. It looks very regal. So yeah, that's all I have to share for now.
Let's take a look.